biggest demonstration was in Rome, where anger over the state of the Italian economy combined with protests against the Berlusconi government's handling of the crisis. In the shadow of the Colosseum, there were clashes with police. Vehicles were set alight. The authorities responded with tear gas. Only yesterday, the Italian Prime Minister survived a vote of no confidence. The country's debts are second only to Greece. Its credit rating has been downgraded. Protests against corporate finance were held throughout the world. This one was in Berlin. They've taken their inspiration from those who set up protest camps in some of America's biggest cities. In London, protesters had gathered on the steps of St Paul's Cathedral, but then attempted to march into nearby Paternoster Square, home to the offices of the London Stock Exchange. It's private land and the entrances were blocked by police, some on horseback. There were several attempts to push through, but the Met did not deploy officers in riot gear. And after a brief standoff, the demonstrators returned to the cathedral.
Don't normally come on this type of thing, but I'm really sick and tired of the way that bankers have just got away with everything scot-free. This feels like they've just raped every one of us, you know, taken what they wanted and are sitting back drinking their champagne and laughing.
I'm just being inspired by what they're doing in America, and I think there's a lot of, you know, so-called ordinary people here who aren't part of any big protest movement, because I just think ordinary people without money have just had enough.
WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange was one of those to address the crowd.
This movement is not about the destruction of law. This movement is not about the destruction of law. It is about the construction of law.
The police surrounded the demonstration in a kettling operation, but those taking part numbered in their hundreds rather than thousands.
The first protest in Occupy Wall Street was only 200 people. You know, they didn't start with Kanye West. They worked their way up there. So these things have to start. People have to stand up. Those people around the country have to say, yeah, these young people are standing up for something we believe in.
Some of those here plan to pitch tents and stay, and there will be more protests next month by students and those taking part in the planned general strike. Rising unemployment and higher prices, a recipe for more discontent. Ian Woods, Sky News.